Hello, Michael here. Looking today at Psalms 82 for our devotion, a psalm which may be subtitled Rescue the Weak and Needy. We're going to focus on verse 5 through to 8 as we complete looking at the psalm. And let's go ahead and read those 4 verses. Verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. And verse 6. I have said, Ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. And verse 7. But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. And verse 8. Arise, O God, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. And as we get to the treasure of David for the exposition, let's go ahead and read verse 5 again. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Spurgeon exposits. They know not, neither will they understand. A wretched plight for a nation to be in, when its justices know no justice, and its judges are devoid of judgment. Neither to know his duty, nor to wish to know it, is rather the mark of an incorrigible criminal than of a magistrate. Yet such a stigma was justly set upon the rulers of Israel. They walk on in darkness. They are as reckless as they are ignorant. Being both ignorant and wicked, they yet dare to pursue a path in which knowledge and righteousness are essential. They go on without hesitation, forgetful of the responsibilities in which they are involved and the punishments which they are incurring. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. When the dispensers of law have dispensed with justice, settlements are unsettled, society is unhinged, the whole fabric of the nation is shaken. When injustice is committed in the due course of law, the world is indeed out of course. When justice become a byword, it is time that justice dealt with justices. Surely it would be well that certain of the great unpaid should be paid off, when day after day their judgments show that they have no judgment. When peasants may be horsewhipped by farmers with impunity, and a pretty bird is thought more precious than poor men, the foundations of the earth are indeed sinking, like rotten piles unable to bear up the structure built upon them. Thank God we have, as an almost invariable rule, incorrigible judges. May it always be so. Even our lesser magistrates are, in general, mostly worthy men, for which we ought to be grateful to God evermore. And verse 6. I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. I have said ye are gods. The greatest honor was thus put upon them. They were delegated gods, clothed for a while with a little of that authority by which the Lord judges among the sons of men. And all of you are children of the Most High. This was their ex officio character, not their moral or spiritual relationship. There must be some government among men, and as angels are not sent to dispense it, God allows men to rule over men and endorses their office, so far at least that the prostitution of it becomes an insult to his own prerogatives. Magistrates would have no right to condemn the guilty if God had not sanctioned the establishment of government, the administration of law, and the execution of sentences. Here the Spirit speaks most honorably of these offices, even when it censures the officers, and thereby teaches us to render honor to whom honor is due. Honor to the office, even if we award censure to the officer bearer. And verse 7. But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. but ye shall die like men. What sarcasm it seems! Great as the office made the men, they were still but men, and must die. To every judge this verse is a memento mori. He must leave the bench to stand at the bar, and on the way must put off the ermine to put on the shroud, and fall like one of the princes, who were usually the first to die. For battle, sedition, and luxury made greater havoc among the great than among any others. Even as princes have often been cut off by sudden and violent deaths, so should the judges be who forget to do justice. Men usually respect the office of a judge, and do not conspire to slay him, as they do to kill princes and kings. But injustice withdraws this protection, and puts the unjust magistrate in personal danger. How quickly death unrobes the great! What a leveler he is! He is no advocate for liberty, but in promoting equality and fraternity he is masterly democrat. Great men die as common men do. As their blood is the same, so the stroke which lets out their life produces the same pains and throes. No places are too high for death's arrows. He brings down his birds from the tallest trees. It is time that all men consider this. And verse 8. Arise, O God, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. Arise, O God, and judge the earth. Come, thou judge of all mankind, put the bad judges to thy bar, and end their corruption and baseness. Here is the world's true hope of rescue from the fangs of tyranny. For thou shalt inherit all nations. The time will come when all races of men shall own their God and accept him as their king. There is one who is king by right divine, and he is even now on his way. The last days shall see him enthroned, and all unrighteous potentates broken like potter's vessels by his potent scepter. The second advent is still earth's brightest hope. Come quickly, even so come, Lord Jesus. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Trust you enjoyed the meditation. Michael here declaring yet again, Jesus is Lord. Until next time, be blessed.